Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Arts. Wicked here, and today is Tiny Tuesday, so figured for today we could draw Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. So this one's fairly easy. A lot of basic shapes, but it was a pretty fun show. Even back when I was a kid, it was pretty funny, especially with characters like Momo Joe, JoJo. But Bubbles always kind of made me laugh because she was just so uh, sweet and innocent, but would put the hurt down when she needed to. But we're just going to start with this kind of like a ovular circle shape. Let's kind of extend this down a little bit. Okay, so we'll kind of clean that up. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is, now that we have the head set up, we're going to go ahead and establish the arms. Now the arms are pretty simple on the Powerpuff Girls. They didn't really have fingers or anything, so they just kind of had a roundness to them. So we're just going to fill that in like that. Okay. Then we'll come down the bottom of the chin here, and we're just going to make this kind of an arch shape. We're going to look like she's flying. Again, with the legs and the feet, they're all kind of that same kind of circular shape, nothing serious. So we can just draw that in there like that. Continue the dress down, down through here. We'll come up here to the arm here and kind of curve to here, like that. And then we'll just continue the rest of the leg this way. And then, of course, we got to get the other arm. So we'll kind of just curve out this way. And now we have ourselves a nice little setup. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of refine the dress line and clean up the sketchiness. Again, I'm just going to kind of come down here. Just refine it by tracing over it, making the lines a little bit darker. Okay, now inside of here, because she's kind of tucking her leg, we're going to draw the shoe right inside of here. And just put that little shape in there. Okay, I'm going to continue refining the dress line. Okay, then we'll refine the leg down here. Again, just kind of clean up the sketchiness as you go. Okay, and then we'll put the other shoe right here, and again, we'll just kind of draw this line right inside the shoe right there. Okay, then I can refine the hand right inside of there. Again, just kind of clean up the sketchiness so it's nice and clean. Okay, and then I can do the same thing this side of the face, right into there. And then we'll just refine that hand. And again, there's nothing really to it. It's seriously, if you go back and watch the show, their hands are just round shapes, so they're kind of easy to draw. Nothing challenging to it. Okay. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to start setting up her face. So, like right here above the hand, we're going to draw this kind of open mouth shape. Right inside there. Put a little tongue. So again, I can just kind of refine that. Make that stand out. Now the only thing that I'm going to color in is just inside the mouth, just like to show a little bit of depth to the image by coloring that in. So we just fill that in like that. Okay. Now before I forget, I do want to add in the black line on the dress. I'm not going to color it in, but I do want to draw it. Like that. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is start establishing our eyes. They have really big eyes. So we're going to kind of sketch that up. And we may, of course, need to adjust our head size. So I'm going to curl that out. That's why we sketch, just in case we need to fix stuff. Now, since those eyes are right on the edge of her head, which we need to kind of bring that out just a little bit more. Since those eyes are on the edge of the head there, we can just bring that down that way. And then we can bring the head up some more. But first we need to get the eyes here. And we'll stretch that out. Really big. Like the eyes are really big for their head. So let's kind of come off the side of the head here. I mean, you can almost think of it like you're drawing a bug. You want to curve that into the edge. Like I said, it's almost like you're drawing like a giant insect. Okay. Now, another thing we want to do is put the hair in there. Okay. So we're going to come up here to the eye area, and we're going to draw a little pigtail. Right inside of there. And yes, it covers up her eye a little bit. And then the same thing will go for the top of the hair, or just the part that we can see. It's going to kind of curve out. Go up the center right here, covering up her eye. And then, of course, we just stretch that out over this way. And then we can just erase out the top of the eye. Actually, with this, let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's kind of come out here so it looks a little bit more even. Okay. And then we can just kind of come from there and just imagine the head going through. Just kind of sketch that through down to the side of the face. Erase all that out. And then just come over here. You need to kind of make it big enough to match the size of her head. Okay. So again, we have this eye over here. We need to kind of make sure that's nice and round. All right, and then we're going to come in and we're going to do the iris, which is her blue part of her eye. Just curve that in. And get that pupil right inside there. And then we just get like a white reflective circle right inside of there. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing over here. So let's just go ahead and refine the eye right here. Okay, and then we'll have a little bit of the white right down here at the bottom. Kind of even that out. Okay, and then we'll draw our pupil. And our reflective part of the eye right in there. Okay, now I'm gonna go through here because the way that those characters were drawn was with a really thick line. So we're just gonna kind of go through and go around the outside. The edge of everything we've just drawn. And we're just going to thicken that up. While I'm doing that, just want to take this time to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. But again, like I say in most videos, I really need your help. Again, it's not just for the channel, it's for everybody who is watching the channel. This channel is for you and what you want to learn how to draw. So leave me a comment down in the comment section and let me know what it is that you want to see on the channel, what you want me to draw. It can be for Tiny Tuesdays or Monday art lessons. It doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. Just leave me a comment and let me know what you want to see, and I'll be more than happy to make those videos for you. Again, I view my subscribers as students who want to learn different aspects of art, and it doesn't have to be cartoony stuff. It could be painting, whatever. Just nobody's really been leaving me comments, so I've just been kind of winging it to kind of see what you guys want to learn for the day. So, first thing that popped in my head this morning was Bubbles. I don't know if I remember just seeing her on a show the other day or if somebody was just talking about cartoons from the 90s, 2000s era. Um, but it just made me want to draw Bubbles because of it. So, again, if you can see, what I'm doing is just thickening up the line on the face. And the reason we're doing it inside too is because that's how she was actually drawn, where the characters had really thick black lines. So you can see how that kind of makes it stick out more too. Now, do you have to do this? No, you don't. But I was trying to recreate the same style that she was drawn in, which again was with that thick line. Now, funny enough, the thick line did not pertain to the eyes, though. They were thin black lines, and I'm just going through and refining those so they don't look so sketchy, so that they're nice and clean. And always just remember, if you're coming here looking for like a fast, super quick, step-by-step tutorial, good art takes time. Obviously, when you get better at it, the faster you will get. But for myself, I like to take my time and make things look good. Or I should say look decent. You know, I'm not by any means am I a super perfect artist or the best artist on the planet. But again, I like being able to teach people some fundamental things or just draw characters that I think would be easy to draw for you in the future if you kind of break down their anatomy and how they're drawn to help you come up with your own stuff as well too. It's not about being a perfectionist. It's just about producing a good enough piece without rushing. So again, we're just going to kind of refine our lines and our hair has some thick lines. So we're almost done. Just gotta go over the top of the head. And try your best. It doesn't have to be, again, perfect, but try your best not to get too scribbly when you're thickening up this line, because it'll kind of show through. Like, I'm sure you can see it in a few areas on my drawing. And you can always just kind of go back and clean that up. And any places where it kind of sticks out a bunch, you can kind of just clean that up. Then, of course, you could just look up a picture of Bubbles and see what her color scheme is. And you could color her in from there. Picking up that dress right down here. And you know what? Just to make it stand out some, we are going to fill this in. You don't have to. I just wanted to kind of fill in against the grain. But yeah, that's how easy it is to draw Powerpuff Girls, especially when you look at some of their characters. They got a lot of basic shapes in them, like the professor who created the Powerpuff Girls got almost like a rectangle for a head. You know, the mayor's got this really big circle head with a huge circular nose. But we can just kind of fill that in. And that is going to do it for Tiny Tuesday. Again, thank you for everyone who has subscribed and has continued to watch these videos. I really do appreciate it. And leave me a comment so that I know what you want to see. If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, go ahead and consider subscribing. Leave a comment and let me know what you think or what you want to see more of. Other than that, that's going to do it for Tiny Tuesdays. Y'all have a wonderful day. Remember to keep on sketching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.